Levels. So if I look at our live dashboard here, let's go ahead and I wonder if we can close that, close that, close that. All right. All right. Oh my God! Look at that stream there.
It's almost like we're professional.
We're getting there.
A little bit of lag.
Yeah. Well, I think that's going to be behind just a few minutes. So. All right. What's up, folks? No one's in here yet. Man, I think my webcam, it's just we're using cheap webcams. So it's going to be a little choppy.
Now that we're actually streaming, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's probably not wise to. Wonder if I can hide this.
It's probably not good to watch what we're streaming as we're streaming it.
Right. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. There's just no way to hide it. Check. At least the audio is better. We're getting there with this thing. We're getting there. My mic this thing. It just slowly droops down.
Yeah, it's still going.
Slowly. But surely.
It's still going.
I think I figured out I have to do some weird trickeration. Okay. It's like pitiful, isn't it? Let's see how it looks there. I'm going to turn this part off because it's me. Okay.
It seemed like it was streaming better there for a second.
Well, that's the actual, because we're looking at it live. Let's copy this. Actually, I did say I do have to start up the chat room. Because I said we may take live calls.
Ooh.
Minute.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm screaming.
Too high. Wait, which one are you trying to...
No, it was the weird looking one.
There. Trying to put it in the wrong hole. We could probably get some little, like, mounting hooks, put on the bottom, and just run everything under it.
That'd be nice.
And then just have them come up through here.
Sake.
Now what? Yeah, I don't even have mine on right now. My battery should last. Hi, people. I'm probably talking to myself. Other than myself on the screen, I have no idea what I'm looking at.
You know what I need is like a table that's the size of the love seat, like the dimensions of this love seat. That'd be perfect. Oh Jesus!
If we wanted to go overkill, I've still got one of those huge picnic tables, like the
Yeah,
8-foot.
You put too much weight on that thing, though. Now that battery's running low. Well, it should be plugged into this. Oh, no, it's not. All right. I'm not updating you now because I know if I update you, you'll break for some strange reason. Tweet that bad boy out. Not Oversell Podcast.
I'm sure it exists, though.
Yep.
It's like wrestling cats.
Wrestling cats. Yeah. Yeah. Wish I could figure out this damn Facebook Live thing. But because I tried to do this damn mic. You gonna stay there? Okay, we're live on Mixler.
Yay.
Live on YouTube.
Yay.
Is anyone there? Hi. I can't keep an eye on our recorders or our recording because I think it kills my bandwidth. This mic is gonna kill me. I tell you.
And switch to that one.
Dude, you know what it'd take to switch these out right now?
Unplugging one. Unplugging the other one.
This was a lot easier than I thought it would be. No, that's a earshot.
Nah, it doesn't matter. It's not messing with anything.
There we go. There we go.
Turn that one on.
Hot mic. Give me a little slack there.
Need your little foam thing.
Feel more professional when I use this. Check. Okay. Check. 1, 2. Levels look good there.
I'm just waiting for that whole thing to just crumble. It's just gonna turn into dust.
What?
Just the whole mic stand. Now that we switched it, it's like, yeah, this will work.
Yeah, this is working great. Son of a. Okay. Choose. I think it's a leave it Bates kind of night to start off the show with.
Okay.
How's that sound good to you?
I like Leva.
Tried to get her on the show tonight.
You know, she's nursing an injury now.
Yep. Well, I figured that's why I emailed her. I wanted to talk to her about China and figured she couldn't do anything else. So maybe I can Skype her like while we're going and just freak her out. Like, hey,
How you doing?
like, hi. This is weird.
Yeah, I don't think I'd try that.
What the hell did I call her tag? I thought I called it leave a tag. See, 30. I'm sure the 33 11 1. Leave a Bates tag. There it goes. Next week I'll use Nichols since Dan will be back. Edit. Split regions at playhead. Hope everyone's happy out there in YouTube land if anyone is watching.
Even if you're not, we still hope you're doing well.
The Mixler crowd, I don't think I've seen anyone. No one's in the Mixler crowd yet. I got to get more people live.
As long as the downloads are there, live doesn't really matter too much.
Let's take that down just a tad.
Yeah, it's center it more, yeah.
Is that better?
Yep.
Cool. Drop my music in here. Oversell intro. Where is that little sucker? Figure out know where this stuff is by now.
Got any kind of game plan on what we're doing tonight?
Talking about wrestling.
Okay.
I mean, China. Go through Raw. NXT. I didn't get a chance to watch Lucha Underground.
I haven't watched Raw. I read it.
Okay. Figure you got notes, right? You got a little sticky note?
Couple things.
Okay. We'll just go through it, man. And if, we got our Memphis wrestling moment, normal stuff. And
I figured it'll be a shorter show tonight.
yeah. It is episode 51, and we are talking all things professional wrestling. And I don't think I'm picking up this thing. Mike isn't picking me up too well. Well, that's better. I think. Hold on. Check.
Checky wacky.
I think that sounded much better in my head. Check. Okay, that looks like it's pumping out better. Check. Testing. I don't want to put my mouth that close to the mic because I don't know where it's been.
You got the cover on it, so you know where it's been.
Well, the mic's been sitting here. Check. Okay. Let's try this again. It is episode 51, and we are talking all things in the professional wrestling, including the passing of China. This episode is dedicated to you, China. This is the Oversell Podcast! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Oversell Podcast. My name is Derek.
I am Mike.
And we are here to talk a little professional wrestling. Be sure you are following us on Twitter. We are at Oversell Podcast. I am at Derek Oversell, DerikOversell.
I am at WolfMike23.
Facebook.com/Oversell Podcast. And you can also, you can check us out live on YouTube. Just go to youtube.com, look up the Oversell Podcast. You can find us there. We are broadcasting live tonight, and we're going to try to do this every night that we record. Also, Mixlr, mixlr.com/Oversell Podcast.
We're in a lot of places.
And after you get done doing all that, you got to go to oversellpodcast.com and check out the Amazon link right underneath the main player. Listen to every episode we have there. Every episode we do is at oversellpodcast.com, and that main player that was made by Libsyn, libsyn.com. And after that, click on the Amazon link. You got to shop online. Why not help us out while you're doing it? There's no extra fees. There's no hidden fees or anything like that. It is just you helping out this podcast by doing shopping you're already going to do on Amazon. So you just click that link, do a little shopping, and you're helping out this podcast.
And because you've helped out, that's why we can do crazy stuff like this now where we stream live.
Yeah, I don't know if people are going to like seeing my ugly mug.
Hey, it was your idea.
After week. Yeah, I guess it's true. I got to fix it, though, to where I get more of the wrestling wall in. I mean, you can kind of see.
We would just have to move out a little bit.
Yeah, you can see Johnny Mundo right there. So, anyway, somber news came last night, and that is the passing of Joni Laurer. I think that's how you say it. China with the WWE and...
Or was it Lauer?
Lauer.
Joni Lauer.
Yeah, Joni
I think
Lauer.
that's how I pronounce it. It's China.
Yeah, it's China. And, I mean, this one, for those that don't know, I had a sister that in October died of drugs. And we know China had her problems. And this one hit me a little bit harder, mainly because of that, because I started thinking about my sister. And,
right.
You know, China changed the world with women's wrestling. You talk about the Divas Revolution or anything like that. The women's wrestling revolution started with China.
Yeah.
And she debuted. And I think it was around the time that Triple H was bringing different valets to the ring, and Kurt Hennig kept stealing them, right?
May have been.
Something like that. I think he was sneaking off with them to the back or something like that. Or is it Shawn Michaels? It was one of the two. So then Triple H started hiring a bodyguard. And she wasn't a valet. She was never a valet. She was never there. She was a bodyguard.
Yeah. She was a beast.
Yeah. I mean, a muscle bound, lived in the gym. It was something completely different back in those times of the WWE where all the women's valets were people like Marlena and, help me out, Miss Elizabeth, right? Just arm candy.
Yeah.
And she was a legitimate badass that would mix it up with the men as well as the women.
And she had several matches against men.
Yeah. But, yeah, she came in, and I believe she came in with Triple H.
It was 97 when she
1997. And I think there was a gimmick involved where Triple H kept bringing valets to the ring, and Kurt Hennig kept sneaking off with them. And that's why he brought him out there to keep his valets safe.
And I'm seeing if I can find that.
So, but as we went on, D-Generation X came in, and she was part of one of the greatest stables in the history of wrestling, D-Generation X. And she wasn't just, she was the badass of the group.
Yeah.
She was an enforcer.
And she was, listed as one of the founding members. And, not a lot of women have that kind of accolade in wrestling.
Right. And she was an intercontinental champion, or she was a co-intercontinental champion with Chris Jericho. She was
the first woman to wrestle in the Rumble.
Yep.
First woman to wrestle in King of the Ring.
And she looked great in all of her matches. She was she was all right.
She had talent.
She had talent.
She wasn't just the size and the bulk that that WWE had learned to, or what you learned to expect from WWE from the men side even.
Right.
But she could go.
Right. But it's just this one. This one just hurts so much. She had several moments of greatness. She was the first woman she eliminated. Who'd she eliminate in the Rumble she was in?
Let me see if it tells here.
Was it Mark Henry?
There was something big.
I think it was Mark Henry. And it wasn't because she distracted him with a kiss or anything like that. She
legitimately took him out.
Yeah. Speaking of her and Mark Henry, do you remember the little crazy moment she had with him during Monday Night Raw when Mark Henry was doing a sexual chocolate gimmick?
I don't remember.
And Sammy. So
I'm drawing a blank.
So the week before, Chyna brought out this Sammy character and set him up with Mark Henry. And the next week, Mark Henry was begging her not to show the video from this encounter with Sammy.
Okay.
So Sammy and Mark Henry are making out. And, hands are... It's the Attitude Era, so of course it's going to be something that pushes the envelope a little bit. And he starts rubbing up and down his hands up and down Sammy. And then, whoa! You got a penis! And then Sammy takes it, why do you think my name is Sammy, baby? And Mark Henry was in the ring crying. I think Mark Henry's mother was in the crowd for that, and then Chyna afterwards gave him that Chyna low blow.
The low blow.
That low blow she gave was one of the best low blows, It's up there tied with Ric Flair and his little reverse boot.
It was really because of her size and she was, at the perfect height, and because of her physique, it looked legitimate that she was really just, messing them up.
Yep. My favorite Chyna angle was when she became Mamacita.
But I think Chocolita's given up, and I don't know, it was a different kind of angle because there wasn't a true heel or face in that one.
Mm-hmm. The work she did with Ivory and Right to Censor.
Right to Censor.
That was after her Playboy spread.
Mm-hmm.
And that match with Ivory, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Chyna got to show off her athleticism because she did a lot of tumbling in that match, and Ivory was a great worker. That's another gimmick. And she wrestled in Japan against men.
Yeah.
And they've shown her taking some hard forearms to the face from men and would get back up and give it to the other one. Yeah. George in our chat room says she was so special they had to have her be physical with men more often than women. Haven't seen another woman like that. No. Seen a woman. There's one woman close, you could say, and that was Beth Phoenix, but nowhere near the level as China. I mean, it's just so sad. You know, if you have problems, please reach out to someone and get help, because it's so sad. And when I saw the news, I really wanted to cry, because the first thing I started thinking of was my sister. And
right,
yeah, just really, 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 really sad.
Kind of along the same lines, something I don't think we mentioned last week, Balls Mahoney.
Yeah,
he passed as well.
And and what's really sad about that is Axel Rotten passed away earlier this year, and they were tag team partners. And,
yeah.
You know, those ECW guys, they gave up so much of their bodies. You know, I mean, and not only that.
Yeah, she passed.
Prince today. That's
huge.
That's crazy. Yeah, it's so sad. Let's move on to some better wrestling news.
All right, a little better news that I read today. Bray Wyatt's injury is not as bad as they had originally thought. Yeah. They thought he tore something, but now they're saying no, he just pulled it, and he'll be back within, probably a month or so, 4 to 6 weeks.
That's great.
So he's not out months at a time like they had originally thought.
That's great.
And because that would have been it's a huge blow that he's not there now, but it's much better news that he's not going to be out for an extended period of time with, everybody
with all
else.
The other injuries.
Yeah.
And that's good. That's good. Any other news and notes you want to go through?
No, you don't really keep up with it too much, but TNA.
Yes, I do want to talk about this.
They're apparently in very bad shape right now.
Yeah, and there's these guys, they have these chance for investors, the Harris brothers.
Yeah.
Who are they?
They were, I can't remember them off the top of my head, but apparently in WWE, they were DOA. I don't remember that tag team exactly.
DOA. Disciples of Apocalypse?
Possibly. All I saw was DOA. I didn't see.
The Harris brothers.
Hold on, I can pull up a picture of them.
Huh. But so they're trying to buy it out.
Well, TNA is looking for somebody to buy them because, according to a couple reports, somebody said that, they're doing so bad, people are talking about that TNA is broke, but they don't understand that TNA really doesn't have any money.
Mm-hmm. And, the one thing that's going to keep this buyout or any type of buyout in TNA from happening is whoever invests in that company is going to want the controlling stake of that company. And Dixie Carter is trying not to give up the control of that company. And something's got to give. It's either, you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. You want this company around because you want the wrestlers employed, because if TNA goes under, WWE's not going to pick up any of these guys.
They may pick up a couple.
EC3's already had his run in WWE. I don't see him. I don't see them going and bringing him back.
I would see them going for him now that they see that, he's got a draw.
I don't see, the Hardys, they're not going to go back to the WWE. The WWE is not going to bring them back.
That's...
I don't remember those guys either.
But apparently the big deal about them is they don't want them buying them because they've been under scrutiny here about having, Nazi tattoos and...
Well, yeah, that's who you want buying out your company, huh?
But, there's people in, TNA that, if it did happen that they had to fold and, had to find work other places, there's a few wrestlers that I would love to see in WWE, but I would almost hate to see that because WWE probably wouldn't push them.
Right. Yeah, I don't know, dude. TNA's been such a mess for years. I think it's been a mess since Dixie Carter has taken over myself.
See, I've just got back into watching it again since finally got Pop on Uverse, so I can watch it again. And I was really excited when that finally happened because, Mike Bennett and Maria just recently went there, and they're doing fucking great.
Since they went, I'm glad they're there. I do like Mike Bennett, and I do like Maria. I was really hoping that after they got done with the Kingdom and New Japan that they would come over to NXT or WWE or something like that because they are awesome.
They get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to see the whole Kingdom come over. Matt Taven. And Adam Cole. Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Dude, he is awesome. I love watching an Adam Cole match.
And other people in TNA, like we said, EC3. I love EC3.
Yeah. He's
watching him. He's
the best in that company right
now. The Hardys, they're getting up there in age. You can tell they're a little bit slower in the ring, and I hate to say that, but
I mean, are they gonna bring back what's the big guy's name? The Funkasaurus.
Oh,
Brodus Clay.
Brodus Clay, yeah. He's been okay. I hardly ever see him wrestle in TNA. He's always just the muscle for somebody. But
well, he's Matt Hardy's muscle now.
Yeah, he is now, and he's Tyrus in TNA.
Whatever. That company has taken. I mean, AJ Styles. You let him go.
Yeah.
Now he goes to New Japan, becomes a worldwide superstar. You got Doc Gallows, who went to Japan and became a superstar. And I got to listen. Did you get to hear Gallows and Anderson on Talk Is Jericho?
No.
Great interview. I didn't realize Gallows had such charisma, but it's funny hearing him do like a South African accent. Because apparently he was in like Nigeria or something trying to flag people into it, and he goes into this little South African accent. I'm like, that's hilarious. This guy, and we can get to Raw in a little bit here. But yeah, check out Gallows and Anderson on Talk Is Jericho. Very good interview. Learned a lot about him.
One other thing. Cena apparently had a interview, I think it said, with Rolling Stone, and something that he brought up, and it's great to hear somebody, of his stature in the business, basically the face of WWE saying something like this, talking about how he's not really a fan of the PG era, and he misses the blood in matches. Because it added to the realism. I mean, yeah, he knows he's selling a product, and it's
they're
not,
dealing with
not
investors
real. But if you're in a fight with somebody, I mean, back in the day, once somebody started bleeding, I mean, that's when you knew it's like shit got real. Now it's really going somewhere. And he also said that he missed the whole, the not overly obscene, but obscene language.
Yeah, bitch, ass.
Yeah, saying a few ones every now and then, because he made a good point. It's like, it's very difficult to say, oh, you're being poopy, especially when they're meant to be fighting words.
Yeah.
I mean, normally they could just drop a word, they bleep it out, but it does take away from it, because, I mean, you can't take them as serious when they're just like, hey, I'm going to whip your butt.
Yeah.
When Stone Cold came out, he doesn't,
I'm going to make you my little bitty problem.
Yeah. See? It was even awkward for you to say.
Yeah. George in the chat room, going back to the TNA stuff, the Wolves, Gail Kim, and EC3 would be the only ones picked up.
I can see that now that...
Well, the thing with Vince would have to realize or be told again that men love Asian porn stars, because that's the only reason Gail got a job with the WWE originally.
It'd be great to see her back. Other knockouts there. I mean, yeah, personally, I'd love to see Maria back. But yeah, I mean, looking at it,
Christy Hemme just got released.
Yeah, she just gave her notice and left. And I don't know, I'm trying to think of other knockouts there that I would like to see in WWE, but knowing
Maria,
I mean, I hate bad talking WWE, but I mean, you kind of know their history of, not pushing people that they didn't create.
Right.
So, I mean, somebody like Velvet Sky, I think it would get over well with the fans, but I don't think she'd get pushed well.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, besides Maria or...
I mean, a lot of them had stints with WWE for a while. Taryn Terrell, she's not with them anymore, but she was in WWE for a couple years as Tiffany.
Mm-hmm. I remember that, yeah. There was Maria. The only ones I think would come back over would be Maria,
Gail Kim. Mickey James isn't really with them anymore.
Wait, Mickey James is going to be here wrestling here in Memphis.
Yes, for the Wildfire Show.
That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And I think that show is in August. It's going to be, and it's a tournament. Man, that's going to be a good show. Be sure to check it out. That should be down there at Minglewood Hall in August. We'll get the dates. We'll probably get Kevin Lawler on or somebody. Maybe Kevin can help us get Mickey James on.
Hey,
that would be awesome.
Definitely want to go for that.
Yeah.
Somebody else in TNA though, male that we didn't mention, Drew Galloway, or was Drew McIntyre? Do you think they would bring him back?
No, the chosen one will not be invited back, as told by Vince.
He's done so well since he left, though.
Yeah. Now that I will agree to. He's been killing it over there. I think he's doing some Evolve shows.
Maybe.
Too.
I know. I mean, currently he's the TNA champion.
Yeah, and I think he's the Evolve champion.
He might be. Yeah.
I think I could be wrong. Don't. Fred over at Kayfabe Connection is going to kill me. And Shaggy, those two guys, they bust my balls all the time about Los. Oh shit! I tried. Fred told me how to pronounce Los Inglob or Nobles. Los Ingoblanabres. Yeah, I think I got it. Yeah, Los Shalabalaba Ding Dongs.
Yeah, I think you just made up words.
But anyway, yeah, they I think he has been working a lot of Evolve shows, and that's a company I really would like to see live because they're going to be doing a lot with they're going to have some matches for the Cruiserweight tournament that's going to happen, and there's the list of talent in this tournament is incredible. You're going to have Zack Sabre Jr., who I am extremely excited to get for people like you to see, for maybe Dan and everything like that, because this guy is just a wrestler. Did you ever get to watch that match I told you to watch?
I still haven't.
You son of a...
Yeah, I know.
Man, I tell you what. You did...
I haven't even got to watch Raw yet, but that's because of a retarded story.
Go ahead and tell it.
It's more going to make me sound very spoiled, but that's the way it kind of is nowadays. Our remote for Uverse got lost. No. Okay? Couldn't find it. Okay? So there's actually two little ridiculous stories with this that really have nothing to do with wrestling, but hey, we need to fill time. It was missing, so can't really watch too much on the DVR. I can control certain things, but there's no fast forwarding, pausing. I can't really do too much. And like I said, that makes me sound kind of spoiled because I do remember when we used to not even have remotes for TVs. Mm-hmm. But now, it's hard to watch 3 straight hours of Raw.
It extremely is.
If I can't fast forward through commercials, there's no fucking way I can do that now.
Right.
So that's why I haven't watched it yet.
Okay.
All right. We found the remote today. Somehow it was in the sink. I don't know why. But I had also ordered a new remote, and this is a real quick tidbit about it, how ridiculous it fucking was. Ordered the remote. They say, yeah, it'll be here in a couple days. After they wanted to charge me $60 for it, I finally ended up getting it free.
Well, that's good.
Supposed to be here in a couple days. This was 2 days ago. I get up today. I'm checking the tracking number to see where it's at. Shipped UPS. Looking at the tracking number. Let me pull it up on my phone here so you can see how ridiculous this is.
Oh, I did see that. I saw
when I posted
went to Lexington to Memphis.
It started here in Memphis 2 days ago. Then it got shipped to Louisville, Kentucky. It stayed in Louisville for 12 hours. Then it left, arrived 2 hours later in Nashville. Stayed in Nashville for a couple hours, left, then came here and got in Memphis this morning, and I still haven't got it. I don't know why it started here and took a road trip. The only thing I can come up with, like I mentioned on Facebook, it had to have something to do with 420.
Yeah, that may be it. Or what I imagine is the box had somehow gotten a tape player in it, like a Walkman around it, and the only thing I heard was, I found out long ago. Whoa. It's a long way back down the holiday road. Whoa.
Okay, good news. No joke. Just got a text. The remote is here.
Oh,
it
that's
has
awesome.
arrived.
Yay.
So
Mike
now I
has
can go
his-
home and watch Raw. I won't whine like a spoiled little bitch about it.
Any more news and notes?
That's all I had, but I'm sure I could find something else.
Well, no, let's take a break.
Okay.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back. We'll go into Raw, NXT, and do the rest of the show. So we are going to take a break. We will be right back. Check. Fucking GarageBand. I don't know why it does that shit. File save. I did say it was episode 51, right?
Yeah. I did hear that.
I did remember it. George, it's break time. You know what that means, right, buddy?
TNP.
Yeah. Let's see here. File save, episode 51. Music, GarageBand. File save. I actually don't have to pee right now,
All right.
but I'm going to anyway. So just
No need to.
just to empty out,
No need to break tradition.
and I'm going to adjust that camera too.
Now we can say that Kurt Angle is a part of every episode.
And Bruno. And Jericho.
Yeah.
See if there's anything in the chat room. Oh. Oh, damn. Switch not power on.
Hmm?
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
What now?
Switch died.
Oh.
Hey, folks in the chat room. Can you hear me now? Hello? George? George? Georgie? Who else is in the chat room? See, we got 3 listeners, and I only see George's name. If you guys can even hear me.
You may want to type it.
I'm going to stop it and restart it. just stopped Mixler. Not now. Hold on.
I did it to the camera.
Now do it. Now do mine. Come to mine. Come to mine. Boom. How cool is that? Hey. Blah! To scare the people in the chat room. Blah! This is what you get when you join the live stuff, folks. You get the whole experience, man.
You get to know exactly when he steps away to pee.
Yep. Or actually, 0 watching now, 0 messages. Well, it's got to pick up somehow, and we're going to get it picked up. 0.
Maybe we should start, tweeting this out or something, hours before.
Yeah. I'm putting you in charge of that.
Okay.
Hello, we have output. Cancel. We have output. That's good. I think I need to restart GarageBand too. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yes. Awesome. Stream health. Wonder if it's because I have this shit on. Hey, George, can you hear us now any better? Probably putting out like so much bandwidth it's not even funny. Don't hear anything. The fuck?
I hear stuff.
No, I'm saying is I've got output. USB audio codec. Check. I wonder if that video stream is just killing